Chào mừng quý vị quay trở lại phần tiếp theo của chương trình Tôi và Việt Nam ngày hôm nay và tiếp tục theo dõi phần trò chuyện cùng ông Patrick Liew, một nhà đầu tư bất động sản thành đạt người Singapore. Trong phần này, ông đã chia sẻ một số quan điểm liên quan đến việc đầu tư bất động sản dành cho các nhà đầu tư không có nhiều vốn, cũng như trên vai trò một nhà quản lý quỹ đầu tư bất động sản và làm thế nào để xây dựng lòng tin từ các nhà đầu tư và một số quan điểm liên quan đến thị trường bất động sản Việt Nam. Mời quý vị tiếp tục theo dõi.
So specifically for an entrepreneur who want to jump in the, let's say, the real estate business, your expertise, what should they prepare?
I think there are many things that need to be prepared. First of all, I call them cash. The knowledge, the attitude, the skills, and the habits. K-A-S-H. Knowledge is something that's very, very important. Nobody is an experienced property investor. Most people have only bought or sold 3 to 5 times in their lifetime, and you would call them an experienced investor. So you need to learn, knowledge to put yourself in a better position to become an investor. And we need to go into attitudinal development. You need to be able to be financially literate, financially astute, financially sound, to be able to do what you need to do. And then you need the skills. You need to be able to have all the resources, the connection, the skills, the expertise, and to be able to do a very, very good job. And last but not least is the habits. There's some foundational habits that are very important. How to be able to earn more, save more, spend less, and invest more, and protect all, and be able to give your money away. These are the foundational skills that are so important to become an effective investor.
But your principle that you just mentioned is can apply to many different kind of business. I want to talk about the real estate in particular.
Sure.
Any kind of, formula of success in terms of doing real estate?
I wouldn't say there's one absolute formula. I would say there are some models, there's some strategies that underpins anything that we do in property investment. But of course, how you applied it, would be different from country to country.
Sure.
Let me give you a very quick example. For example, I teach people how to invest with very little money or no money.
How
and
did
I
you
think
do
a lot of people will say, how can you do it?
No
It can
way.
never be done. If you think it cannot be done, it will never be done. But I tell people this, for example, do you need to use your money? If you need money to make money, then the rich will always be rich, the poor will always be poor. But I tell people this, the best thing to exchange for money is not money. The best thing to exchange is ideas, is expertise, is the ability to be able to find opportunities, basically. So I teach people, for example, creative fundraising. I teach people how to do syndication. I teach people how to structure deals. I teach people how to be able to buy on a wholesale level rather than buy on a retail level. So let me give you a quick example.
Okay.
I say if you are somebody who has gone through my course, for example, or any other good course, and you can find very good opportunity, but you don't have the money. But you see, there are always money chasing after good opportunity.
Sure.
There are a lot of people who are well-to-do. They're looking for good places to invest their money. And it's not just in Vietnam. It is everywhere in every country in the world. So the most important thing is to find the opportunity and then look at then how do you connect people with the money to the opportunity, basically. So one of the very quick example that I can give is I teach people how to be able to syndicate people together so that they can invest together, how to create special purpose vehicle.
Like a group of investors.
And group the investors together. And why group the investors together? Not just because of the financing, but the fact that when you have a group, you hunt as a pack, you can create a lot of economic benefits. At the same time, you are in a better position to negotiate with the developer. So the last trip when I was here, I was talking to a developer in Ho Chi Minh City, and she didn't seem very interested because she thought I'm only going to buy one property. And when I told her I'm going to buy 100 property,
Wow.
you can see her eyes opening up.
That's
right?
a lot.
Now, it may be a lot to her, maybe a lot to you, but I have got at least 2,000 people that I work with that have
Willing to invest.
willing to invest. And all we need to do is to find the opportunity. They are willing to put in the money, basically. And because we are buying by bulk, we naturally get good discounts. And why would the developer give us very good discounts? Because they can save a lot of money in terms of their advertising costs, their marketing costs, their agent fees, and they can pass all this cost saving to my investors. And therefore, we don't have to buy at retail price. We can buy at wholesale price and get substantial discounts. Now, if you are part of my network, for example, and you can find a good opportunity at a very good price, it is not difficult for you then to be able to find people that will invest in you, that will help you, that will be able to earn the money with you and share some of the returns with you.
But how do you gain the trust from the people? Because this is the real money. How
That's right.
can you attract people and persuade them to put the money under your management?
The first thing I tell people is this: the most important thing as an investor is you must have integrity. Integrity is first and last. You should never, 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 ever compromise your integrity. So I tell you what I do. For example, even when I do a presentation, when I do an interview like this, I'll be very honest to tell you this. I've scripted what I want to say. Not just because I want to say the right thing, but I don't want to accidentally, unconsciously say the wrong thing. Because to me, integrity is first and last. Secondly, to me, respect must be earned. It's not something you buy or you advertise for or you promote. You have to earn your respect. How do you earn your respect? You must be somebody that has got the knowledge, the right knowledge, attitude, skills, and habit, as I mentioned, so that you can earn people's respect. And thirdly, people must know that you want to do a good job. You're willing to run an extra mile. You do a lot more for your customer. So I tell my investors at this point in my life, I'm not even looking for win-win relationship.
Okay, what do you
And
look
of course,
for?
a lot of people don't even understand what the word win-win means, right? A lot of people think win-win means first I win, then you can win.
Okay.
Or I win more, or you win then less. That's not win-win relationship. Win-win relationship means first you must win before I can win. If I want to be successful, I must help all my clients to be successful. But at this stage of my life, I only want a win relationship. As long as my investors win, as long as my customers win, as long as my fans win, I'm very, very happy.
All right, so you give the customer win first.
And it's not just saying it, it's walking your talk. And in the network village that we're living in right now, people can see you for who you are. They can easily Google my name called Patrick Liew, and there are thousands of postings about me. If there is something that's wrong in my life, it will be very easily exposed. So I tell my friends, live above board. Stand on high moral ground.
Yeah.
Live with integrity.
Sure, but
walk
I mean-
your talk.
Yeah.
And then you earn the respect, and money will chase after you. You don't have to chase for money at the end of the day.
But I understand sometimes it's very hard to do that because, businessman is always ambitious and greedy. So do you have ever run into a situation that you have to compromise anything for your favor because you see the
I'll be very honest with you. I humbly beg to differ. I think the easiest thing is to be yourself and not to be somebody else. The easiest thing is, I think our Creator wants us to be honest, to earn an honest day, pay for an honest day work. If you start to tell a lie, as I always say, then you have to tell 1,000 lies to cover for the first lie. So why not, be who you are, be the best you can be, live with integrity, live with total honesty. And in the network village, you have no choice. People will find you out very, very quickly.
Sure.
So why not be who you are, what you truly are, and live, at the highest possible level of purpose and calling. And by doing that, you actually can do a much better job. Because I think the misnomer that a lot of people have is in the business world, they must do the wrong thing. And I think we know right now there is no secret that will not eventually be discovered.
And a lot of people like to take shortcuts.
Correct. And once you're discovered, you may lose everything you have. I'm very happy to say in all my life, I've lived as best as I can. And I found that after a while, when you have earned the trustworthiness, you have earned your respect, you have earned your reputation, the image, all of which comes under what we call personal branding today. And after a while, you become a business magnet. You don't have to chase for business. Business will chase after you. You don't have to chase for your customers will chase after you.
Because of your brand.
You don't have to chase for money. Money will chase after you. Because they know that you stand for something, you believe in something good, and you have the ability to be able to generate good profit for your customers.
That's going to take time to build a brand like that.
That's right.
So right now, what do you think about the Vietnam's real estate market?
I am excited about real estate market.
Will you invest?
I will invest in the Vietnamese market. I think sometimes, I've been here the last 3 or 4 times. I've easily spoken to about 2,000 people right now. I've done some straw poll. I like to believe some of us who are foreigners have probably more confidence in the Vietnamese property market than most of the Vietnamese that I've met.
What segment specifically?
I know that the residential market, the general property market, has been on the downturn since 2007. You guys have gone through a very, very hard time.
Yeah, it was a tough time.
And people are very, very worried. And I always tell people when people turn left, you should turn right. When people zig, you should zag. You know, when people say this is not a good time to invest in property, that's the time we should look into property.
People scare, right?
That's right, people are scared. So I tell people, look at it from a macro perspective. Of course, the economy of Vietnam is nothing to shout about. But fundamentally, I think the Vietnamese people have got their fundamentals correct. There are nothing that the world can do that the Vietnamese cannot do or learn how to do. You've got, you've got a good government. They have put together great systems. It's very connected to global trade, and you've got a lot of young people, and people who are willing to work hard. And your literacy, your media and digital literacy is one of the highest in the world. You are positioned for success on a macro level. On a micro level, the market has been going downward for a little while. Of course, the commercial industrial market is still in the doldrum, but I think at some point in time in the near future, the residential market will be turning around.
Yeah.
I actually am very excited to hear that the Vietnamese government is opening the property market to foreigners.
Yes.
The law was changed
recently.
after July,
Yeah.
just recently. And I can tell you this, a lot of my investors are very excited about coming here.
They are coming.
And that's the reason why in the last 2 months, after you take away 2 to 3 weeks of my holiday, I literally have spent my time in Vietnam because I'm a firm believer that the property market in Vietnam has a lot of potential, and a lot of investors will be investing here, and there'll be a lot of action here.
Và những chia sẻ vừa rồi của ông Patrick Liew về thị trường bất động sản Việt Nam cũng đã khép lại phần 2 của chương trình ngày hôm nay. Quý vị có thể xem lại trên website fbnc.vn hoặc là facebook.com/tôi Việt Nam.